Welcome back to the channel. We have another small business to talk about. The last time I went out to eat with my family, my oldest brother and his family, well, part of their family, there was a shop I wanted to check out called Gathered Roots that has books, coffee, ice cream, and things like that. Well, today we went after eating at China Kitchen, and I was browsing around, and my sister-in-law asked me if there was anything I wanted to get. I said, well, she said, wine, whatever. I said, well, a bottle of wine or some coffee, whichever is less expensive. And I decided on this. Angel's Share barrel-aged coffee, honey. And it says barrel origin unknown honey producer, Wisconsin. I'm not quite sure how you can have an unknown honey producer. How do you not know where the honey's coming from? That's a good question. Coffee origin, Costa Rica, honey processed. Palate, buttery, smooth, sweet cream, and it's somewhere between light and dark, and it's a whole bean coffee. And I wanted to brew some of this for you and do a brief review on here to add to like the team pajamas that we're doing. And I'm not going to do the apricot one from Spot. I was looking on my kitchen counter, and the joys of having plants. I found an insect had laid something in the tea bowl, so I threw the bowl away, and the Spot tea, so I will not be doing the last Spot tea, because although it was sealed, it just didn't sit right with me because of the fact that it was in cardboard and it was wrapped in plastic and sealed. So I'm not sure, I wasn't sure about how safe it would be. I am still doing, obviously, the brutalities because that's a little sealed a little bit better, so I'm going to proceed with those. But I'm not going to be doing the last Spot tea because I'm not sure if it got contaminated by whatever bug got on my kitchen counter. So anyway, so we'll do that. So I'm down to just the brutalities. There are 3 that I will do. But anyway, I digress. I was thinking about giving you a brief review of this. We're at 2 minutes and 40 seconds. If you can bear with me, I can grind up a little bit and we can brew some and we'll try it. Alright, we're back. Well, while I'm waiting for that to brew, let's give this a smell. See, this is the whole beans. It's got a bit of a barrel-aged flavored scent to it. It doesn't say, it says it's honey processed. I'm not sure exactly what that means. And it says barrel origin unknown honey, so it's honey barrels. So it's brewed, it was aged in honey barrels. And to me it has kind of a nice alcoholic smell to it. Not like whiskey, maybe kind of like what you might think of mead possibly, because it was in honey barrels. And then ground, it's slightly different. You can smell the beans, the coffee beans a lot more when it's ground. I'm going to put, and this is resealable. And again, this is by Angel's Share. There's an Angel, that's a brand that is featured at Gathered Roots. It's on North Main in Fond du Lac if you're in Wisconsin. Here's a legend on here. We'll go ahead and read you some stuff while we're waiting for the coffee. Before coming to us, this barrel honey for a year by a local Wisconsin honey producer. We truly love how this showcases the multiple uses a barrel can experience. Here we go. From whiskey to honey to coffee. So it did have whiskey in it. So it was a whiskey barrel that had honey in it and then had coffee. So that explains the slightly alcoholic. I was thinking mead, but yeah, that would make more sense. The whiskey notes, now that I know it was actually aged in a whiskey barrel. To possibly furniture. So I guess the barrel could be used for furniture too. If I had the money, I would I would get some whiskey barrel furniture. Maybe we could do, do the steam goth, steampunk aesthetic, saloon kind of look, but that requires a little bit more income than this zombie has, so we'll have to hold off on that. But that's on my bucket list. I'm sorry. I'll keep reading. This coffee is a lovely balance of flavors. You'll first notice a smooth, buttery taste and feel like sweet cream. The full body carries the toffee and smoked oak well with a clean finish. Angel's Share barrel-aged coffee featuring barrels from Wisconsin distilleries and breweries, professionally roasted locally, producing the most exquisite flavors your morning ritual has ever offered. Aged and sold by Angel's Share Coffee. In Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, roasted by New Morning Coffee Roasters, Appleton, Wisconsin. So again, this is 100% local, well, almost 100% local, except for the beans. So if you're in the area, or if you have access to shopping, they are on Facebook. I would check their shop and see if they can send it to you out of state online. I'm not sure what the coffee tastes like. We're brewing some right now. The smell, now that I think about it, does have that. Yeah, it's. I was thinking whiskey, but I wasn't sure it had been in a whiskey barrel until I read further, obviously. So it's got that whiskey notes, but it's actual whiskey, and the difference in that between that and what I mean to say, and the nuts.com bourbon is, that one is probably an artificial flavor, and you can tell the difference between an artificially flavored bourbon or whiskey coffee and a natural flavored one. If it's aged in a whiskey barrel, it'll be a more authentic flavor, and if it just says bourbon flavored or whiskey flavored, but it doesn't mention that it's been in barrels, it is possibly an artificial flavor. Still not bad, but this is better. This was $15 a bag. The larger bags are 20 or 25. And I didn't, it was bought for me by my lovely sister-in-law, so I wasn't going to be greedy. And this is enough for me, considering I still have other coffees as well. So again, that's the story behind that, and we'll give it a taste and see how it tastes. And once again, they do have a Facebook, and you can probably check this particular coffee roaster as well. I haven't looked them up on Facebook yet, but I will look them up on Facebook and see if they're there. And check on Google as well. I've been having some problems trying to shop from the marketplace on Facebook, but that might just be my app being screwy. So, however you can find a way to order it if you have a chance to, by all means, try it out. They're a very small company. They're not big. It's not like Black Rifle or Death Wish or any of that. This is still locally owned and operated, and worth every bit of it. Now let's try the coffee. Yeah, it's got a similar smell to it, similar nose to the nuts.com, but this is an actual whiskey as opposed to the imitation. But it's similar, but it's not the same. Because it is smooth and buttery and creamy, with slight whiskey notes and a bit of honey. If you put some honey in it, you could probably bring that out a little bit more. It's very enjoyable. I would say you could drink this any time of the day. Considering it's a barrel-aged coffee, it would probably be better later in the day, because it's got that feel to it. Like maybe after dinner in the evening, Definitely not with dessert because it's got its own flavor, its own character. But definitely an afternoon coffee, or you could drink it all day if you like. But it seems to me like it'd be more of an afternoon coffee than a morning coffee. Unless you like whiskey coffee first thing in the morning. So there's my review of that. Again, check them out. They have a Facebook. Well, Gathered Roots has a Facebook. I'm not sure if they do, but check that as well. And that's it for my local business review for today. Please stay tuned for more stuff. Hopefully, we will be able to get some Halloween stuff. I'm not sure. I'm endeavoring. I did get this. I pushed that on my Instagram because I didn't want to have a whole video just opening a lunch bag. And I don't remember the name of the small business that made that, but it is on Amazon, and it was around 20 bucks, which is not bad for a small business made. So, again, let's try to support small businesses when we can, and with the big boom with small coffee roasters, just like with small craft brewers for beer, support the small businesses because you never know when they're going to hit big. And also, it's just good to support small business anyway because they need to survive right now just like we do. So help them out. Give this a try. Angels Share Coffee. Again, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't have enough subscribers, sorry, my ear, just allergies and stuff. So, and I just lost my train of thought. I derailed my own train. But anyway, yes, I'm not sponsored by anybody. But I do like to try to put small business on here as much as possible. Craft beer, small businesses, art, independent artists, things like that I can afford that I will share with you. Mainly, again, darkly inclined for the most part, but if it's, yeah, but I do have some eclectic things on here as well because we're not all darkness. We do have, some of us have other interests as well. So I'm going to let you guys go. Keep it dark, keep it weird. Don't drink and drive. Take turns driving the hearse. And I'll see you guys next time. I love you.